Incorrect tube fitting practices. 8. If the tube is too long or carries a heavy medium and starts to sag, proper support must be provided. Occasional additional weight from shut-off valves, pressure regulators or filters should also be supported properly. If these are not supported, all resulting stress will concentrate onto the tube fitting. Excessive load increases the risk of leakage. Avoid installations that lack sufficient space for assembly and maintenance. When laying out multiple tube runs, installation in sequence may be straightforward at first, but future maintenance could become difficult due to tight space, leading to higher maintenance costs or making maintenance impossible. Fitting positions should be staggered with enough clearance for wrench access. This allows easier installation, saves space, and ensures maintainability in the future. B. A straight pipe between two fixed fittings is not maintainable and should be avoided. Lack of expansion loop design. Using a straight tube between two fixed fittings, with both ends pressed firmly into the fitting shoulders, creates mechanical issues and stress. 8. During installation, as the nut rotates and advances the ferrules, it inevitably generates high axial tensile stress at both ends of the straight tube. Regardless of ambient temperature or the fluid temperature, thermal expansion of the tube will occur, and such expansion will inevitably introduce high stress in the system. Stress caused by either of these issues will directly result in leakage. Moreover, even with precisely CNC cut tubing in this installation method, it is still impossible for the tube to fully bottom out at both ends of the fittings. This violates the standard installation procedure and results in incorrect installation. Leakage is inevitable with either of the two incorrect installation methods. Thermal expansion caused by temperature will lead to tube movement and significant stress, and the tube will fail to fully bottom out in either fitting. This violates the standard installation procedure. Proper installation. Above two methods of proper installation allow for thermal expansion space, making assembly and disassembly easy, and ensures the tube fully bottoms out in both fittings, complying with standard installation procedures. Manual tube cutting and bending often lack precision, which is very common in practice. However, due to time and space constraints on site, installers often force the tube into fittings bending, pushing, or jamming without properly adjusting for alignment. This leads to two critical issues. 8. The system carries high residual stress, which not only increases the chance of leakage at the fitting, but also introduces the risk of stress corrosion, cracking. B. With such forced installation, the tube will almost certainly fail to bottom out, again violating the standard installation procedure. Given these risks, a well-trained engineer should carefully design and measure tube length and angle, and patiently adjust during bending, eliminating stress as much as possible before inserting the tube into the fitting to prevent leakage.
Turn pressure into power.